All right, just to recap, we have done added the some trees, grass. We added the driveway sidewalk. We did the animation. We did the walkthrough and save it as video. We did the panorama view and rendered it to the cloud and to the.
Bueno, I'm gonna head out and see. You're busy, right?
Sí, estoy grabando.
Bueno, ¿qué quiere que algo que quería metal? Dijo que a lo mejor como una thin one, right?
Si tuviera algo.
Algo delgado.
Pasar algo como algo como estas cosas.
Como estas
Como
cosas.
para hacer placas, mejor como
Que viene siendo más o menos como este grosor, ¿verdad? Un poquito más delgado.
más o menos.
Como este. Ok.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Si hay algo, sí que podemos.
Y se llama el spray para engraving metal, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Bueno.
Si podemos, si hacemos placas o algo para hacer algo diferente.
Para hacer algo diferente. Ok, sounds good, sir.
Vale.
Nos vamos.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We had done the walkthrough. Okay, just to recap, we have added the to our model. And this last videos, we added the grass, we added some trees, some components. I added a car. We did the driveway, sidewalk. We did the walkthrough on the exterior, and then we placed the cameras for it to go all around and then come into the side of the house. And then we exported that as a video, as an AVI, and we have that saved already. And then we also have done the panorama view or panoramic view. We placed the camera in the middle, and we rendered to the cloud, and we have that already. And we also have the QR code that we're going to need. The last thing we're going to do a still rendering of the exterior. And on that rendering, we're going to place the QR code to send them to our panoramic view. So we're going to do that by steps. So, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do, from here, we're going to place another camera on the exterior. And I'm going to put it somewhere here looking that way. Okay. There it is. Now I'm going to close it just a bit, open it a little more. Maybe I want to see these trees here, just so we can add some character. A piece of that tree in the back, and less sky. I think that's good. Okay. So what I'm going to do, put it on realistic. There you go. If you can, or if you want to, for example, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to move this tree over here a little more. Just won't let me. Okay. Well, you can change it on the other view, but actually, yeah, I can. No, there we go. Just put it more towards there, just so it looks a little more not as empty right here. Put it there so it doesn't look as empty. So now let's go ahead and render. Now this is going to be a still image, which is like a picture. I'm just double check, and I'm going to go to sun settings. This should be done already. Still, I already have it there. It's in my calendar, the day, the time. There we go. So I'll apply it, okay, just in case. Now to render this, if you could go here at the bottom, you have this little teacup. You press on it, the render options appear. Now I'm gonna do you can do a screen or printer, the resolution. Just to test it, I'm gonna do screen, and I'm gonna leave it as draft. Okay, so it does it fast. And notice it's gonna be a very pixelated rendering, but that's fine. I just want to see the way it's gonna look. If I like it, then I'll do the for printer, and I'll change the DPI, which is dots per inch. So I'm gonna put render, and it's gonna give me like a real quick rendering. See, it's done. So now you can see the sky, you can see the grass, you can see the shadows. If you want to come back and make some changes to it, or for example, change maybe the sun, the placement of the sun, you can do that too. Not only that, but here, for example, I can do on the exterior, I can do sun and artificial light, or artificial only. And so you can try that, and you can play with the lighting right here, and then just render again just to see if it did any changes. And these are, that's too bright, way too bright. So I'm gonna try now artificial sun and artificial, see what it does. Okay, so you can test it by doing quick renderings. Looks kind of the same. So do quick drafts of the rendering so you can see what it does. Now here, for example, on the sky, you can do no clouds. And again, all I'm doing is doing quick renders. That looks better, a little brighter. Okay, so you can play around with the settings. Once again, this is for me to see if I'm gonna like it or not. Let's say I want it like this. So now I'm gonna save the one that I want. So now I'm gonna render this. So here on settings, I'm gonna put it to high, and resolution printer 600. We already made the changes that we wanted. And again, his settings, make sure on quality you put high. You can go up to best or custom. We can do it very crisp, but it's gonna take a long time. So I'm just gonna put high for now, see how it comes up, and then we're gonna go ahead and press render. And it's gonna do it. So I'm gonna stop it here, and then once it's done, I'll pick up from there. Okay, it's done. So now let's go ahead and open that JPEG, that image, still image, and we're gonna put our QR code there, so we can use it and we can send the viewer of our rendering to go and view the panoramic view inside. So we'll do that. So let's go look for our image, and here it is, final rendering. I'm gonna right click and open it in Photoshop. Okay, now it's gonna be a big image. Okay, so here it is. So I'm gonna zoom in, and it's good. It's clear enough. Now, first thing I want to do, we're gonna print this on an 11 by 17. So I'm gonna change the size of this to the width for it to be 11. Right now it's 40 something inches. So we go to image size, and make sure this link is connected, the width and the height. That way you'll keep the proportion. And the width we'll put 17, and then the resolution I'm going to change to 150. Okay, so make that change. Okay, so there you go. So now it's 17, and it's still pretty clear. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go open the QR code that we had gotten from the panoramic view, and then from here what I'm going to do, let's zoom in a little bit. I'm going to get my marquee tool right here. I'm going to select, click and drag, and select my QR code, and more or less leave an even margin of white all around it, like that. And then you can just do cut, come to your rendering, edit, paste. Okay, now go to your move tool right here, and now we have two layers, the background layer, which is the image, and then layer one, it's this QR code, and we're gonna put it somewhere here. Alright, so the idea is to, whenever they view our rendering, they will scan that and view the interior. Now from here, if you don't know Photoshop, I'm just gonna give you a little tip here of what you can do and make it more presentable. Maybe what we can do here, it's maybe add, let's try it and add a rectangle shape, and I'm just gonna do a box like this, around there. Okay, now here, let me move this. Of course, we're not going to cover it, right? So here's a rectangle. What I'm going to do with it, I'm going to give it a stroke. So with it selected, go to the effects here and go to stroke right there. It's going to open. I'm going to add a stroke here. Make sure you're in stroke. I'm going to put color white. Double click on that. Put white. There we go. We can see it, and now it's going to make it a little bit thicker about there. So you can see the stroke right there on that box we did. So I'm going to put OK. And then with that selected, I'm going to come here to fill and lower the fill. Alright, so we can have that like an outline right there. And then I'm just going to move my, select the layer where the QR code is, put it inside. Okay, and then just to give it a title, I'm going to go to text. Okay, I'm going to click here. And I'm just going to make the text a little bit bigger. Yeah, around there. And I'm going to put here this residence. I hope that's how you spell residence. So there you go. Something like that. If you don't like that font, all you have to do is come back to the text and make sure you're on that layer. And then you can change the font here. And I always like this font here. You can choose whatever you want though. Whatever title you want to give it and whatever font you want to give it, it's going to be up to you. Where is it? This one. I like that one. And I'm going to change the color. Instead of black, I want it white. So I'm going to click here, put it white. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so then when I print it, they can see my title, they can see the house, and they can scan the QR code and look inside. Okay, so do something like this. It doesn't have to be white, it doesn't have to be that font. You can put it on the right side if you want to. You can put it on the bottom if you want to. It doesn't matter. You can put it there if you want. It's going to be up to you where you place it. If you want to put the QR code on the right or on the top, it's totally up to you. So play around with it, see what will be the best option for you. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and Monday in class we'll print this out and have it ready to display. So it's up to you where you put it. Okay, so follow the steps on all these videos and it should have you ready with all your work for your final project. Remember, on Monday you're going to present your house to the class, so make sure you have all this ready and done. All right, enjoy.